Hello, good morning, and welcome to the next video tutorial in the series that I've been doing on decentralized exchanges, or DEXs. In this video tutorial, we're going to be talking about some really exciting news in the Osmosis Zone, and that is that the Superfluid Staking is now going to be extended to Pool 560 and 561. So that's the OSMO UST Pool 560 and the OSMO Luna Pool 561 in the Osmosis Zone. Now, I've got some links in the video description below from previous videos that I've done on what Superfluid Staking is, what the impact of it is, and then how you understand a lot of the metrics that you see in the Osmosis Zone interface. So what are you going to learn about in this video? Well, we're going to take a look at Proposal 172 real briefly. We're going to see how you would vote, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to discuss the impact of what's going to happen when this gets activated. And really, we're going to talk about, at the end, Superfluid Staking V2 or interfluid staking, which is being able to earn an APR on the other half of the liquidity provider, or the LP pair, that you put inside the Osmosis Zone pool. So let's go ahead and dive in. But before we do, again, please remember that all information provided in this video tutorial is on an as-is basis. I'm not an investment advisor. This isn't investment advice. Do not construe any of the video tutorial material that I provide as legal, tax, investment, or financial or other advice. I'm not making a solicitation, recommendation, or endorsement by myself or any third party. Again, this is all for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. And this just sort of came out the other day. As you can see, voting started on the 11th of March, and voting is going to close out here on the 14th. And as you can see, there is overwhelming support right now for the Superfluid Staking proposal, where, again, by voting yes, you're saying that you want to enable Superfluid Staking on Pool 560, which is the Osmo UST pool, and Pool 561, which is the Osmo Luna pool. And I'm going to go in and we're going to dive in and take a look at those pools here in a second. Now, there's some information down here. It says at the current 50% discount rate, this allows a further 11 million Osmo from these pools to be used to secure the network through staking. So what are they referring to there? Well, if we take a look at the Osmo Atom pool, and this is pool number 1. This is the pool where Superfluid Staking is already enabled. In fact, this is the only pool in the Osmosis Zone where Superfluid Staking is enabled. And what they're talking about when they say that 50% discount rate is they're referring to something that's known as the Superfluid discount factor. The Superfluid Staking discount factor is what I like to call it, but it's referred to as the Superfluid discount factor. And what that discount factor means is that you're going to be earning a percentage, an APR, on half of this half of the liquidity provider pair. So in other words, these two tokens in pool number 1 make up your LP pairing, right? And it's 50-50. Now, it's 50-50 in terms of value, not in terms of the number of tokens, because obviously Osmo, I think, is currently about $9.50. Atom is around $27. So it's roughly 3 Osmo to 1 Atom. So again, the 50-50 refers to the value of the tokens, not the number of tokens. And so what the Superfluid discount factor is out of this 50% of the Osmo side of the LP pairing, you're going to be able to earn APR on half of this. So for the sake of argument, if we had 100 Osmo that made up this LP pairing, right? And so then if we're saying it's 3 to 1, so let's say we've got, we'd have to go backwards on that. So we'll just leave it at 100 here. So if it's 100 Osmo that make up this half of the LP pairing, then half of that, or 50 of those Osmo, I'm going to be able to earn the Superfluid Staking APR on. That's the discount factor that's being referred to. And again, I have a link below where I go into great detail on all of the metrics that are in sort of, or that make up that Superfluid staking and the superfluid discount factor. And so that's what they're talking about here in the proposal. So it's clear that this proposal is going to pass. And so what is the impact on that proposal likely to be? Or let's do this first. Let's talk about how you would vote. Well, you would simply, all you need to do is go to your Kepler browser extension wallet. You would come over here to Osmos. You would click on this. You would click on governance. And you're going to see all of the proposals that are out there that could be pending that you might want to be voting on. And so here it is, number 172. You can see that it's got the voting period. You simply click on vote. Yes, no, no with veto, or abstain. So I'm going to say yes. We'll click confirm. And you can see here, I could go ahead and click approve. And again, I don't have any, it's an unknown address because I'm not actually, I don't hold any Osmo in this wallet address, and I don't have anything staked, obviously. If I'm not holding, I'm not staking. And so that's how you would vote. So very, very straightforward. Again, an article that I would highly recommend you read is this one here by RoboMagobo. And I've got the link to this down in the video description below. So let's take a look at the APRs and what's kind of happening here as well, because I did a video about a week ago, a weekend superfluid staking, because the fear of a lot of individuals is that the APR is going to collapse or head in a southbound direction very quickly. And while it does seem to be dropping ever so slightly, remember that while it is dropping, it's enabling you to earn. And you see here, it shows right now the APR is 61.9. So let's just say 62 and 18 is right around 80% APR. So you're earning the 80% APR on the liquidity provider tokens, but then with superfluid staking, you're able to earn that 80% on half of this Osmo that makes up this LP pairing down here. And so in our example, we said it would be 50 Osmo. So yes, the percentage is coming down. However, we're able to earn an APR, a return, on something we were never earning a return on before, which is a derivative out of this liquidity provider pair, this LP pair, the derivative being half of this Osmo. So we get, and again, it's sort of like when you look at this 14-day bonding period here, that 80%, it's kind of reflective of, yes, you're earning that 80% across all of the eligible assets in the pool. And eligible assets are your LP tokens down here, and then half of that Osmo. So what is this leading to, right? And that's where I sort of want to talk about superfluid staking V2 or inner fluid staking, because the question that I'm getting asked most often is, well, wait a minute. If I can earn an APR on half of this Osmo that makes up the LP pairing, why can't I earn an APR on half of the atom or on the atom that makes up this LP pairing? And this is really what superfluid staking is going to lead up to. And again, this is what Sunny refers to as superfluid staking version 2, because version 2 is really going to be inner fluid staking, where I would be able to earn an APR and provide security with my atom on the Atom blockchain, right? Like I do on the Osmo blockchain, I could do it on the Atom blockchain. And if you take a look at some of the other pools that are out there, you could enable that on maybe on the Ion side or the Secret side or any of these other assets that make up the other half of the liquidity provider pair in all of these pools, right? And so, you may be interested here in if they did something like that on the JUNO pool, where you would be able to earn an APR on the JUNO portion. Now, remember, ultimately, you're going to be earning Osmo, right? So even if I was earning an APR on the JUNO portion of my pool, it would be in Osmo. And that's what you're earning when you do the superfluid staking, right? As you're earning it on the Osmo. So again, just a quick recap. Right now, it's only pool number 1, the Atom Osmo pool, and the APR is down to about 80%, it looks like, over all the eligible assets that are in this pool, meaning the LP tokens and half of the Osmo that makes up that LP pairing, and you're earning Osmo. And it looks like pool 560 and 561, the Osmo UST and Osmo Luna pools respectively, which are also the second and third largest in the Osmosis Zone by total value locked, that Superfluid Staking is going to be passed in about 2 days. And my guess would be that it's probably not going to take them very, very long to get that enabled. And when it does, just like Pool 1, it's going to be the 14-day bonding period only. So make sure that if you are bonded in those pools for a day or for 7 days, I can guarantee you, or almost guarantee you, that it's going to be the same process. If you were doing a 1-day bonding or a 7-day bonding, you will have to unbond out of those pools and rebond into the 14-day unbonding period in order to participate in the Superfluid Staking. All right, well, that's all I've got in this video. Again, hopefully this has helped you out, maybe saved you a little bit of time and a little bit of trouble. And as always, I hope to see you in the next video.